My name is Mike Campbell. I'm director of the Speech, Language, and Telerehabilitation Program at UNCG.
And I'm Vicki McCready, and I am Professor Emerita from the University of North Carolina at Greensboro, the Department of Communication Sciences and Disorders. I was the director of the Speech and Hearing Center. I retired this past summer. I've been a part of the Guilford Green Grant since 2007. And I also was the director and co-director of the Voice and Communication Program for individuals who are transgender.
With the transgender program, because I have an expertise in voice, I was asked to help with the program. So my role with the initial program and subsequent was to try to make sure or ensure that when we teach people how to change their pitch to a different level that their body physiologically is not meant to do, that we do it safely so that they do not develop a vocal pathology or some other issues that could be problematic for them long term and maybe even require surgery. So that a lot of the changing of the voice, if you try to change it, we had several people in the beginning that came in sounding very much like Minnie Mouse with a very, very hyper pitch, very tight kind of sound. So what we do with the voice is we put the stresses in a different location. So we use resonance to help relieve the stresses on the vocal mechanism so that it functions in an appropriate way and a safe way so that they don't develop any problems long term.
The clients got to choose from a menu of choices, you might say, especially in terms of nonverbal communication and spoken language communication, in terms of the behaviors that they wanted to work on. So in that way, the program was individualized. Each client went through a very thorough pre-therapy evaluation to determine what the goals should be for that client in the area of voice and in the area of spoken language and nonverbal communication. Most clients who come to us want to be able to present as female, and they want to be able to speak and to react in a way that reflects who they are inside. So these are primarily trans women who were born male and have always felt like they were female. And so we are helping them in that transition process.
Through our work over the years, we have developed some protocols and put things in place for all levels of communication, not only the voice, but nonverbal language and also spoken language, which has proved to be effective. So we have shared that information. We were fortunate to be invited to contribute to a book chapter, and we did. And then we've done multiple presentations. We've done two with WPATH, the World Professional Association for Transgender Health. We presented twice with them, once in Oslo, Norway, and the other time was in Atlanta, Georgia. In our national association, the American Speech, Language, and Hearing Association, we've done multiple presentations as well to that body.
Guilford Green actually helped us establish the first group program, a structured group program that we had that began in 2008. And they funded us for different things through the years. We've received 4 grants from Guilford Green Foundation. The first one helped us establish the program, and it helped us develop the awareness in the community that a speech-language pathologist can help this population achieve their goals. The second funding that we received from Guilford Green enabled us to continue an advanced program for people who wanted to go further. The third year for funding was some funding that helped us put on the first conference for transgender health and wellness put on by speech-language pathologists, specifically geared toward the communication goals and needs of the transgendered population. So we put on a conference in 2010 with the help of Guilford Green, and it was very successful. The last funding we received enabled us to start a lending library at UNCG, so that we had materials and books that our clients who are transgender could check out, as well as our graduate student clinicians and our faculty. So 4 different kinds of aspects of our program were really encouraged and developed through the funds from Guilford Green.
Going forward, this last summer we piloted a program to deliver services remotely through video conferencing, or what we call telespeech. We developed the program because we have patients that are coming from long distances to see us. I think the longest distance was about a 5-hour drive for someone to come. So we did this program, and we just did the assessment this last week, the final assessment. So anecdotally, I can suggest that the outcomes look to be very similar to what we would see in a traditional face-to-face or in-person type of interaction. So we're hoping to develop a program that, in concert with some other professionals throughout the country, that will eliminate that need to travel long distances in the future. So I'm excited about that for that population, as well as maybe that will segue into other services for this particular population.